Hello guys, I'm Illusion and today we're going to look at another zone in the 7th zone event. And what we're going to do today is the Earth zone, which requires wind units. But as you can see, I have not actually managed to clear the very hard mode, sadly, because it do lack the wind units. So I will be showing you the hard mode instead. I'm pretty sure that if my lineup here had one unit MLB, I would be able to clear the very hard mode as well. But as it is, I actually lack any wind units whatsoever. So let me show you what I have for wind units. It's not really much. The Cassandra and Daphne are AoE hitting, so there's not really much there. I even tried this eyes that was given to us at MLB in the free-to-play for the April Fool's event, but despite having more strength than either of the Bell or eyes, she actually doesn't do more, so that doesn't help. Anyways, so for the Earth zone, you do want to use your wind units as the enemy is weak to it. If there is an enemy type that has units that are good against it with the X Killer ability, you could also use those units despite them not being wind. So here specifically a good one would be the Under Resort Haruhime, or was it the OVA event? I think it's the OVA event Haruhime, but I also have her at only +2. So I'm not really able to use her either. Other than that, you want your stun resistance as always in these single target modes, and then you just want to make sure you reduce the enemy strength as much as possible, and you should be good to go. Especially if you have higher units than I do, then you should be able to clear the very hard mode as well. Otherwise, the hard mode is pretty easy to clear. So we're gonna go ahead and do that in this video. So the first sacrificial unit is, as pretty much always, just Line for the essay gouge. If you don't have her, you can use the new Welf instead. That's always an option. And there's also the old Line, so anything with essay gouge. And the second sacrificial unit I will be using is the 20% single target debuff. This one also has all target, but the single target is what we want here. And then we're pretty much going to be set up soon, as we will have all the necessary buffs and debuffs once the Bell also comes in and reduces the wind resistance and physical resistance. Also, if you don't know how sacrificial units work, they actually work with Revolving Amulet equipped, so that's what makes them switch out at the end of the video. Okay, so Bell's gonna apply the physical resist and wind resistance that we're still missing in the lineup, and that's pretty much it. Haruhime is gonna be the one that's gonna remove debuffs on our units and buffs on the enemy units. So if you're taking too much damage, you could also use her or another unit that removes the strength and magic debuff. And then turn 4 is going to be the standard Haruhime special attack for the increased magic and strength. Okay. Then from there on it's just incredibly simple. Not even sure if I'm gonna have enough to talk about in this video. So from there on out, it's just my Haruhime is going to extend buffs and debuffs every turn pretty much, because every buffs are applied right now. And then the Bell and the eyes are going to be using their skill free, because it's the highest hitting attack. I did apply this, right? Yes, okay, I did apply Haruhime's attack, so that's good. Oh, it looks like my Haruhime doesn't actually have the stun anklet equipped. I must have used her in some other mode, so since I did the last run, which is why she's getting stunned here, but it's not really going to matter as her counters aren't actually dealing damage, they're just healing, so since we're not really able to die in this hard mode, it's not gonna matter that much. So the first special attack, we have the option of either waiting for both of them in combination, or we have the option of doing one of them first, and I think the most efficient way to do it is doing the ice special attack first, because it increases the wind damage our units do from 25% to 65%, instead of Bell special attack doing 30% more physical or wind resist reduction. Okay. The Haruhime is also good. Both the Haruhimes. So there's a Haruhime that the Winter Haruhime I'm running is good because she can use her skill 2 and regen mana if you're missing some towards the end of the run, which might happen. And then the Haruhime Assist, which I'm using, the new one, which also has the debuff that increases your single target and all target damage. That one's also good because she has some mana regeneration, so if you're struggling with mana, that's definitely an option there. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and apply the Bell special attack as well. And we gotta make sure to extend it with Haruhime, like we did with Eyes, because the buffs and debuffs on Haruhime, on the Eyes and Bell wind units actually last only for one turn, so if you don't extend on the same turn, they actually just go away, and you don't want that to happen. Okay. There's still a debuff on the Bell and the Eyes here, so we're gonna go ahead and remove it with the Winter Haruhime skill free, so they're gonna do full damage again. I think I should have done that a couple of turns earlier, but it's pretty much fine regardless. Okay, so the next turn we just oh, it's really close to them dying already, but we're just gonna finish it off with the next attack. So yeah, that's the hard mode. I'm really sorry I couldn't do the very hard mode. Feels bad. I tried to, I got pretty close to it. There's like 20% HP left or something like that. So I imagine if I had one unit MLB, I really would be able to clear it. So hopefully you have that. Hopefully you have what I'm lacking, and hopefully you're able to do it. But regardless, thank you very much for watching. If you want to check out the other zones as well, I'll leave a link in the description below. And I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm going to be doing the Finn Record Buster tomorrow, so you can look forward to that. Bye bye!